All right, let's try this again. I had a few crashes, but I think I figured out why. It was because I wasn't updated to the latest G-Force driver or whatever, and I was also over the. You guys remember when I first started, and you guys seen that I put it on certain graphics? The graphics were changed, and it was just too much for my system. So I switched it to something that I could handle. And as I was saying before, where is it? Um, so right here, see, you can see this is where we did our manual save. This is where I saved it at. So it's like 5 minutes later. So all I did was pick up some lost cargo and deliver it to the closest way station. All I did. And then the game crashed. So um that's where we're going from there. I mean, I hope it looks like the game is loading. Um yeah, it looks like the game's loading. Maybe it's just redoing all the shaders and everything. Because it did update the driver, like the main driver. Um, it said it was a new one came out at the beginning of the week. So maybe last weekend when I updated it, it got overtaken like the next day. Ah, drivers. But hey, it looks like it's loading. Sorry to make y'all wait. I hope you guys had a good weekend. Um, there we go. Oh, it stopped again. But yeah, I'm watching Jimmy Neutron right now. Oh, looked away for a second. But yeah, I'm watching Jimmy Neutron right now. Um, see, I just delivered all the lost cargo to here, and then it froze. So now we are continuing on from there, which is delivered this material to the next one. Hopefully we don't crash.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Hmm. It's also kind of getting kind of late, and I work tomorrow. Okay, so it crashed while I was using the tower, and I already checked. Pretty much, you just stay on this side of the river because there's a bunch of porters.
Heads up, Sam. Your cargo's been pinged.
See,
Move.
there they are.
Now, before someone has eyes on you. Get to your destination ASAP if you don't want to get caught.
They're right there. A bad. Well, that means BTs are right there. So we really need to get the fuck out.
Mules gave you trouble, huh? Good thing it was raining. Even they know better than to mess with BTs.
Okay. Just keep hitting west. Um, oh, it's all the way over there. I'm not going all the way over there. I did notice it was raining. Yeah, I'm not running in the middle of that. I can't remember what button it is to hold your breath.
know. Kid doesn't look so hot.
Nothing to worry about.
Keep hitting the wrong button.
Functions are temporarily suspended, but they can be restored. I can perform the necessary maintenance at a distribution center. Hurry, though.
When the strain on your BB exceeds sustainable levels, it triggers the production of harmful compounds, and the body, in essence, begins to attack itself. It's called autotoxemia. If your BB's not performing to spec, drop by your private room and see if the incubator helps.
I like the atmosphere in this game. Everywhere is just so pretty.
Stay with me, BB.
If you had a 95% chance to succeed at something, with a 5% chance to blow up, would you take that 5% chance? You blow up. But you never know. I know I don't need to do that. But looks cool. Plus, it makes my life a little easier. Just a little.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you. Decontaminating suit. Rest is advised.
Wait station folks told me all about you. Sam Bridges, with the second expedition, right? The guy expanding the chiral network on his lonesome. When he's not out making deliveries. So what'd you bring us? Let's see it. Talk about above and beyond. Must have had to pass through BT territory to get here too, didn't you? Hey, weren't joking when they said you were a legend. It's time. Do you mind connecting us to the network?
That's cool.
Sam, as always, thanks for bringing more folks into the UCA.
There we go.
Looks like we're on the chiral network. And with those materials you brought for our chiral printer, we can produce supplies for you here as needed. Think of it as our way of returning the favor. Now head west and keep on doing what you do.
Good. The distro center is on the network.
Nice.
Sam, do me a favor. Take...
Good work.
Okay, I know a bunch of cutscenes are gonna happen, so I'm just gonna let them happen. I'm still here, but I'm gonna quickly get ready for bed.
Dead man, you there? Little help?
Okay, Sam. Remove the pod and connect it to that incubator.
It's in.
Good. A temporary excessive stress. Easily addressed if we return it to its mother's womb.
Mother?
Located in the capital Knot City ICU. Brain dead, of course.
You mean still mother?
Correct. A still mother's womb facilitates a connection between the world of the dead and the BB. And you, in turn, connect yourself to a BB, granting you the ability to sense BTs.
I just want to say that's really fucked up.
These pods were designed to simulate the conditions inside a still mother's womb. BBs need to believe they're in one at all times to function properly. However, we can only maintain this deception for so long, which is why we must periodically update the environmental data by synchronizing it with a still mother via the chiral network. There. The update is in progress. Right now, the pod is synchronizing with the still mother in capital Knot City and reconfiguring its settings based on the latest data. Returning your BB to the womb in this manner will temporarily reduce its stress levels. That being where it technically belongs, of course.
Kid looks happy.
I'll try adjusting the oxytocin dosage. Autotoxemia should set in much slower from now on. You should remember that BBs are just equipment. Try not to get attached. Each one has been physically removed from its still mother's womb. A process that renders them unpredictable and prone to failure. No BB on record has remained in service for over a year. It may need to be retired before this expedition is over.
And then? You saying there's no way to keep my BB alive?
You must understand, there is still a great deal we don't know about BBs. As we expand the chiral network and recover more past data, Perhaps we'll find our answers. Oh, right. You asked me to look into why the BTs might be reacting to your blood. I spoke with Hartman. We should have your results soon. Anyway, get some rest. You and your BB are both exhausted. Good night, Sam.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. Sam? Can you see me?
How are things over there?
Still not under guard, still not chained up, still can't leave. But if you can keep making connections, if you can get to me, we can go back east, back home. Thank you. I mean that. It's bad. There are fewer and fewer people in the cities these days. No one's having children anymore. But humans aren't made for living alone. They're supposed to come together, to help one another. And if we as a people can't do that, if we can't reconnect, then, well, it's like Bridget said, extinction.
Come on. Rebuilding America isn't gonna get rid of the BTs. As long as they're still around, there's no escaping it.
But at least we'll have hope. I'll be waiting, Sam. Waiting for you. Come and find me.
Hello, Sam. This is Hartman. Since you're awake, it might behoove you to freshen up. To that end, why not take a shower? It's good for the body and soul, and also my research as it happens.
Sam, this is Hartman. Deadman relayed your request to me, as I oversee BT research. I'll be taking a sample of your shower water in order to study the effects your bodily fluids might have on a BT.
Study other people with dooms?
Everyone in Bridges, myself and Mama. Results thus far are inconclusive. But you possess other singular qualities, being a repatriate as well. I must confess to a measure of optimism.
Processing fluids. Waste products. Drilling. Dispensing.
There. Take the sample with you. Should the opportunity arise, try using it on a BT. I'm curious to see how they react. Who knows? It may even prove beneficial to you. There was an old research paper detailing the effects of bodily fluids from individuals like us on BTs. It is only by recovering these materials that we can unearth the knowledge of the past. Not just the Death Stranding, but also the mystery of your body's unique properties and even our doom's affliction. There may well be hope for humanity. Sam, I have no interest in rebuilding America. I want to recover the past. Oh, it's almost time.
After you make your connections and nothing happens, then what? I said, then what?
Sam, sorry to bother you while you're taking a break, but I figured you'd want to hear this. Hell, maybe it'll help you rest easier. We received a number of messages addressed to you. I've not taken a look myself, but I gather they're mostly from your clients. You should see if they contain any useful information. Mail can be accessed via your cufflinks, as well as the terminal in your private room. There's something else I'd like to share with you. With the Chiral Network, we now have the power to reclaim our past. Data once thought lost forever from every corner of America can be pieced back together from fragmented records. Our archives are still a work in progress, of course. But as we expand the network and integrate more way stations and cities, we'll be able to recover more and more information, such as the previous expedition's logs and reports. Everything they sent back was lost when Central Knot City was destroyed. Now, we've managed to restore some already, in fact. You can access them from a private room terminal or your cufflinks by selecting Archives. Might make for interesting reading.
Okay. Let's watch or do some more of the mail. At the same time, but basically he's just said good job. Without porters, the whole system falls apart. Whole world leaves. Okay, oops. The Death Stranding may have warped our perception of the passage of time. Okay.
Sam, we've received a distress call from the distro center staff. Check the order on the delivery terminal as soon as you're ready.
Drink some of that Bridges energy drink. Okay. If I keep drinking it, does it go up more? Is that what that meant? Yeah. Can drinking 3 energy drinks consecutively will probably do that to you.
This isn't what we agreed on. You said you'd do everything in your power to save BB.
We are. But we cannot release your son just yet. Believe me when I tell you it's for the best.
System woman in the mask who's done nothing but lie to me.
Okay.
Sam, out of curiosity, how's it doing at the moment?
Before I answer that,
Something wrong?
when I hook up my BB, I see things.
What kind of things?
Like a face, someone I don't know, calling to me. There's this room, too, with other people talking, but I can't make out the words.
Bleed-through effect. Didn't I warn you about this? You're mistaking the BB's memories for your own. They're false flashbacks, nothing more. Let me explain. A BB is harvested from its steel mother at around 28 weeks and placed in a pod. To be clear, this is before it's even born. The procedure halts its development. But even at 28 weeks, its sensory systems have matured enough to process external stimuli.
That's
It is
so
more
fucked
than
up.
capable of encoding this information into memories, which can bleed into yours via your connection.
So who's the man I saw?
Someone from the medical team, maybe? Or a BB technician? Does it matter? The BB has been in circulation for a while now. It's been handled by a lot of people. How should I know which one made an impression?
'Cause you're the expert.
No one's an expert, Sam. BBs were developed decades ago in secret. They're your quintessential black boxes. We may use them, but we don't truly understand them. Believe me, I've been trying to learn more, but almost all of the old records are gone. If I find anything out, I'll tell you, all right? Dead man's honor.
Sam, check the delivery terminal and review the list of orders.
Okay.
While you're resting, I ran some network diagnostics. Beryllium monitoring and holographic systems are nominal. Unfortunately, our printer is offline. I know. After all the trouble you went through to bring us those materials. This one's on us. We ordered a part a while back, but it never arrived. The printer needs it to communicate with the chiral network. Mules must have snatched it, caught that porter en route or something. If I'm right, they'll have taken it to their drop site, which is smack dab in the middle of their territory. Don't suppose you'd be up for stealing us our property back? Can't think of anyone more qualified than you.
One sec. Okay. Wait. That's what I meant to do.
Mama's added a watchtower schematic to your PCC. If you don't have it on you, consider fabricating one. You never know when you'll need to recon an area. That thing you're holding is a crystal collector. Now, as the name suggests, it provides secure storage for any crystals you gather.
Allow me to describe your quarry. Chiral crystals appear gold to the naked eye and are frequently found in formations resembling human handprints. Surrounding rocks and debris tend to float a few feet above the ground. And they are most commonly found in areas
I
with
can't
high
figure out
precipitation. Got all that?
how.
Rain, floating rocks, golden handprints. That's your trifecta. Look for these
You know
three
what?
things and you'll
Never
find
mind.
crystals. If you've been especially observant, then perhaps you already know where to look.
Order assigned. Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey. Safe travels. Good morning, Sam. Keep on keeping on. Have a pleasant journey. Weapons restrictions lifted.
Sam. Chiral crystals are pretty small and can be difficult to spot with the naked eye. I'd advise you to use your ultra deck to point you in the right direction. If you want to survey a wider area, though, you might consider building a watchtower and relying on its sensors.
Cool.
Okay, just a bit further now.
I live in Canada.
Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID.
Sam, chiral crystal deliveries are a little different from usual. The process is pretty simple, though. Access the delivery terminal to drop off any chiral crystals you're carrying.
Wait, that's not what I was doing. Recycle. That's what I was doing.
Got some chiral crystals for us? These crystals only form in places with elevated chiralium levels, which makes me wonder if expanding. Not a bad haul. Plenty enough for research. We'll take good care of it.
Excess chiral crystals can be deposited at any facility. They'll be added to the stores held on site. These local stores include materials that you can draw upon to fabricate equipment as needed. Good work, Sam. It seems your connection level is increasing. As your connection level increases, larger quantities of resources will be made available to you at our facilities.
Oh, before I forget, this is for you.
That's container repair spray for patching up cargo containers. Good for dealing with timefall degradation and all that. Useful stuff if you and your cargo have been through the ringer. We've added it to your supplies list, so it's readily available if and when you need it.
BC.
There is a correlation between elevated chiralium levels and increased crystal formation. This may well be the result of the network's expansion. You needn't worry though. Local chiral density is still within an acceptable range. If you find any more, be sure to collect it. You'll be well rewarded.
If you come into more chiral crystals, you can submit them at one of our facilities. And you can deposit other resources too, along with any items you don't need. Everything has its value. What we don't use as is can be broken down into components for R&D and other applications.
Looks like you can access the share locker to collect it.
Oh, that's one I'm going again. That's cool.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant trip.
Still got work to do, Sam. Let's not keep people waiting. Safe travels.
Keep on keeping on.
Have a pleasant journey.
Name's Sam.
This is the way I'm going, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Need to go and get the Cairo printer for them. Give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Call it a rule or a habit, but most mules almost always bring stolen shipments home with them. Find the post box, steal back the cargo. Simple as that. But be careful. These guys are armed. If this goes sideways, be ready to fight.
Now printing. That's so cool. But V is to attack, okay?
Construction complete.
I gotta climb the mountain. Okay. Might be easiest. Go that way. Okay. Cool. Thanks, Chris Harp.
Remember, Sam, before you approach the mule drop site, we recommend you use a watchtower to confirm the location of the post box containing our cargo. Mule drop sites are rarely deserted, so remaining undetected is key. Keep a low profile and move slowly to minimize noise.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't think I need that. I already have 2. Okay, I'm good. Let's get out of here before they notice me. Cool. Thanks, Lee Allen. Still getting used to everything on keyboard. Oh, hey, look, there's something that I can grab up there.
Safe travels.
I beat this game on Xbox when it finally or not Xbox, on PlayStation when it first came out. And then I haven't played it since. So it's a little different than I remember. Was it PlayStation or was it just, I think it was the regular game before the director's cut came out, when it first made its way on the PC, actually. Oops. Okay, that's what recall means. Okay.
Mules. Damn addicts chasing a cargo high. Shame we gotta deal with their bullshit at all. Back in the
But
day, AI did everything.
when I played it, there was like the monster advert,
Vehicles and drones.
not Bridges Energy.
Sit back and let them work.
And
It was revolutionary.
I think that's funny.
No reason for it not to take off, but it did. People didn't like it when we took the human element out of the service industry. So, after some
That's probably the biggest change I've noticed so far.
made jobs no one really needed and gave them to folks who couldn't live without them.
Also, I'm playing it on keyboard
Now we got cults
and not with the controller, which I guess I played it with the controller the first time, because I remember
always on the lookout for the next port. Make sure
just holding L2 and R2 the entire time. This time it's like the keyboard or the mouse button, I guess. Better graphics though. Yeah, I didn't even need to fight.
Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
I just ended up sneaking in and grabbing what I needed and running. I'm playing on normal, so that maybe made things a little bit easy. It's still in the tutorial too, so still teaching me stuff.
Well, thanks. You did me a real favor there.
Thank you for your contribution.
Just deliver all the stuff that isn't important first. I know they like throwing those 10-minute cutscenes.
The rest of us to shame. Fine by me. See you around.
Good work.
Okay, here we go.
Time to get that chiral printer in working order. Sorry to push you through so much trouble, but trust me, it'll be worth it. Excellent. The unit doesn't have a scratch on it. Never doubted you'd come through for us.
Sam, how are your shoes holding up? Not too well, I imagine. Conditions being what they are out there. Nothing ruins your day like shoes falling apart while you're on the job. Carry on like that, and it's only a matter of time before you injure yourself. I've arranged for boots to be added to your supplies. Bridges standard issue, so they ought to fit you fine. You should always carry an extra pair. But if you forget or run into trouble, you can fabricate another via a terminal at one of our many facilities.
Or I can make a bridge now. Cool.
See you around.
Congratulations, Sam. I understand you now have access to a chiral printer. An extraordinarily useful device that can only function because of the manner in which our network utilizes the beach, enabling us to transfer massive volumes of data instantaneously. Since under normal circumstances, such transfers would take hours, if not days, some have speculated that the chiral network might, in essence, be a time machine. That it is transmitting data into the past. Suffice it to say, we have yet to fully grasp the fundamental nature of the network and the beach which we have come to rely upon. One might liken our relationship with it to that of primitive man.
I'm watching Ultraman Omega.
Quite. Is it dangerous?
I like all that kaiju stuff.
Nevertheless, we have decided that the
And
reward outweighs the risk. Furthermore, as the BTs are linked to the beach,
is it
it stands to
Tokusatsu?
reason that further study and experimentation could
All
be
the
of
Power
considerable
Ranger,
benefit. The same
Kamen Rider
safeguard
stuff
you, of course.
from Japan.
Rest assured,
All the
I will
superhero
keep you
stuff.
apprised of what I learn. You have my word.
I've been into it for a few years now. Ever since I've been to Japan. When I was there on two Saturdays, and both Saturdays I just so happened to catch those type of shows, and I really enjoyed them.
Now, you've done a fine job expanding the chiral network. But to make the most of it, we'll need to generate more power. We'll have to make a few hops before we can link up the closest city too. Once this wind
It's
farm is
cute
part of the
because
chiral network, we'll be able to
my cousin's dog is named Ultraman. And I just think that's so cute.
is lost. We can provide power to distant regions and utilize facilities there as electrical substations. You're to deliver a key component. Should be finished printing. Take it to the wind farm and get us in business. Hey, Sam, mind doing me a favor? There's a bridge that needs building. Over a river, just outside that distro center. It's too deep to ford, and we'd like a long-term solution. The foundation's already been laid, and everything required to finish the job should be in storage.
Think I missed the briefing for those previous two missions, but whatever.
If it turns out there isn't enough there for our needs after all, you'll have to come up with the rest on your own. I know you've got a lot on your plate right now, but remember, this bridge will make your life easier too. Did you see the ridge to the east of the distro center? Well, up top is an old decommissioned factory. Abandoned, we thought, until we spotted mules making themselves.
Oops. Okay.
Did you see the ridge to the east of the distro center? Well, up top is an old decommissioned
My bad.
factory. Abandoned, we thought, until we spotted mules making themselves at home among the ruins. We need to know what they're up to, but getting inside won't be easy. Fortunately, a few days ago, we observed them taking cargo out of the facility and prepping it for transport. If we can secure that cargo for analysis, we might gain some insight into their plans. And that's where you come in. The cargo is situated near the factory entrance. All you have to do is grab it and bring it back to the distro center. As always, stealth would be our preferred approach, but you'd best be ready to fight if they catch you. Make sure you're well prepared before you head out.
Okay. And we already heard the bridge one. Oh yeah. Okay, wait. Let's put this one for last. And then do these ones first.
We've added a bridge schematic to your PCC. The first step is laying the foundation, after which you'll have to supply additional materials to finish the job. Plenty of rivers and canyons could do with a good bridge, you know. Take a stroll across one you built yourself, and I guarantee you'll be glad you
My
made
leg's
the effort.
itchy.
Give it a try.
Okay.
We're issuing you a maser gun. This close-range, non-lethal weapon incapacitates hostiles with a powerful electrical burst. Bear in mind that it requires You should visit the firing range to familiarize yourself with it. Use
The
the
firing
turret to head to the
range.
whenever you like.
I think that's so far the most significant change is the firing range. Okay, I'm gonna put some of this stuff in my private locker. Yeah, see, that's fine.
Order assigned.
Hello?
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Hello?
Hello. I guess I already liked all
Okay,
this
Sam.
stuff too recently.
Make your way to the designated construction area for the bridge. The foundation should already be in place. With your help, we'll have the thing finished in no time. There should be a terminal nearby. Access it to submit additional materials.
But I didn't even need to make that PCC. Okay. Whatever.
Sam, looks like you found the site. There should be a terminal nearby. Access it to submit additional materials.
Cool. I think I'm gonna call it a night though. Been playing for almost an hour and 15 minutes.
Bravo, Sam. That bridge should make life easier for a lot of people. You can be
Just kind of get situated to where I want to go next. Yeah. So.
sure that every traveler and porter who passes that way will put it to good use. Keep an eye out for other spots that could do with another well-placed bridge.
Begin. Scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
There it is.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Okay, so I gotta go all the way up there. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do that tonight. That's a pretty long way.
Safe travels.
And I can pretty much just save at any point. Get a little closer. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it here. Because when I come back, I might want to collect this cargo. More data. I don't want to read all that right this second either. I'm tired. Okay, so I'm just gonna save. And I guess I can return to the title screen. Death Stranding. Dun 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 dun. Alright, guys. I think that I am going to get going to bed. I am tired. Thanks for hanging out with me. And hopefully we can hang out another time. Have a great one. Take care.